Yeah, this is the deck that we were brewing up the other night. At the time, I had the green X. When we were monkeying around with this last night, we were looking at like Ragavan as another legend for Mox Amber. And eventually I decided that it was just like too hard to make it work in the deck, so I ended up cutting it and freeing up some slots that way. But there's some nice synergies going on here. You want some cycle lands with Wrenn and Six, and then cycle lands can also turn on Asmo. And then Asmo, of course, gives you a lot of artifacts for Urza and Emery. Emery can also help find the Underworld Cookbook to turn on Asmo. Wrenn and Six is a legend for the Mox Amber. Wrenn and Six can get back Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga works with all the rest of the shit. So most of the pieces do work together pretty reasonably. The other card that I cut that we had in last night was the double green in X. Search your library for a creature. Because if you just fire that off for 2 green, you can put an Asmo into play, and that's kind of nice. And then there's also like a mana sink for Urza in late game. But I ended up just not having enough spots. I was looking at a few other Urza lists, and they were playing like some talismans, so I cut those for a couple talismans. I wanted more mana sources for like upheaval nonsense. I think talisman's better in this deck than Goose. I could be wrong, but I think it is. This is spicy? Yeah, a little spicy. I know I'm not the only person to have thrown Asmo into an Urza shell, but this is what I came up with. Or I should say we. We were brewing this last night on stream. Anyway. Definitely a chat special, yeah. Yeah. Let's get in there. Well, Shadow Spear is really good with the Karnstrucks Plopsicle. I wasn't including it just for Ragavan, no. So Urza Saga spits out a couple of Karnstrucks, and then it dies, goes to get Shadow Spear, gives one of them lifelink. You want to build around Lutri from all our singletons? Yeah. Where can you nab that list? What list? Oh, you think we should have a Guy's Blessing for Mill? Oh, that's interesting. I did play against Mill earlier. Yeah, it's just one slot. I'll play one. Did you think of it because I had Guy's Blessings up already? What do we cut, though? Maybe one of these Ashioks? I do like that Ashiok's another legend for the Mox Amber. Yeah, we're playing 3 cycling lands for Asmo. So I don't like the idea of playing Street Wraith in my Urza deck, basically. But I do like the idea of playing cycling lands in my Wrenn and Six deck. The reason I think Guy's Blessing is a better hate card for Mill than Emrakul. Oh, it is the same. I thought it was, like, better than an Emrakul, like an Eldrazi trigger replacement effect. But it's not, is it? When it's put into your graveyard from the library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. Yeah, you're right, Emrakul is better. Do we want Emrakul or do we want, like, a cheaper Eldrazi? Like a potentially castable Eldrazi? Much better if I draw it? Well, you can still bin... People were pointing out that you can still bin Eldrazi to Cookbook, which I think is, like, super valid. Like, you can still use it as to shuffle your graveyard in, whereas Blessing can't do that. You're thinking Kozilek? That's the 11 mana one, right? There's the 10 mana one. I feel like the 11 mana card is like way better than the 10 mana card because it has that board presence. It like kills something. Yeah, I'm gonna add the 11 mana one. The Infinite Euro. Why not just Emrakul then for the extra turn versus 1 destroy? Because 15 mana is a lot different from 11 mana, but 11 mana is like pretty close to 10 mana. Hitting Emrakul off Urza activation, that would be funny. I don't know, like... So if your opponent has like an Ensnaring Bridge down, or like hell or other Ensnaring Bridges, like Ulamog can actually like blow it up and get to attack, whereas Emrakul gets bricked. Like Ulamog being able to destroy permanents is something that could come up. Yeah, they're both still sweet off Urza. I think because we're playing a deck that can make 1 billion mana, we want to play the one that's actually castable. What am I doing? I'm just gonna rent it. Buy some dual decks. Give me them dual decks. Yeah, new Ulamog doesn't have the shuffle trigger, and that's the main reason we want it as a sideboard card. But otherwise it would be pretty good. Yeah, so this Ulamog is being brought to you by Mana Traders. Mana Traders specifically sponsor the stream. You saw how fast that was? I literally just like clicked that I wanted a card in the browser, clicked rent me this card, and their bot, bam, had it for me. It was faster than actually getting it from a bot, like buying it myself. Smoother, easier. Real nice service. Highly recommend checking them out. There's a link to Mana Traders in the stream description if you do want to check them out. I'm gonna join this league for the 3rd time now. Am I hyped for the new Tashi Mill card? Yeah. It might end up being a sideboard card, but it looks sweet. Do they do arena rentals? You can't do arena rentals. There's no way to make that work. Oh yeah. Yeah, currently they don't have Urza, Sagas, or Ragavans. There's been a huge shortage of those ones. Saga's starting to dip though. I bet they'll have them soon. Like, I just picked up the playset for this deck and it wasn't that much. Wasn't that big a deal. Do I think Urza Saga will get banned? It's really hard to say. Like, if something gets banned, it's maybe Ragavan in Legacy or Urza Saga in Modern. Asmo is, like, a powerful enough card that, like, I could see a meta where it becomes dominant. and like way too frustrating for creature decks to face. But those are the only cards from Modern Horizons that I think should be watched. I remember a lot of people were like freaking out about the fucking discard menace 3/2, the unmask, saying that it was gonna get like banned with ephemerate and stuff. Now like nobody's playing that shit. It's fine though. It's totally fine. Grief. Totally reasonable card. I did some winning with it, but it's like clearly not the most broken thing to be doing. What was I talking about? I've actually been enjoying Urza's Saga being in Modern. I like that people are playing Artifact Matters decks again, because it just like wasn't a part of the Modern metagame for a little bit. It was just like Death Shadow and Prowess and like Primetime decks, and that was kind of fucking miserable. Like, I just wasn't playing very much Modern. And now that they have the sweet new cards, and there's like other pillars of the metagame again, it like feels like Modern again. Like Graveyard or Artifact Hate is like live again. Huh. What card? We're talking about Saga. I was talking about a lot of cards, but Saga was one of them for sure. Well, fucking uh-oh, huh? I guess we're okay here. I'm not playing Gingerbread Cabins now. Different deck. Maybe I want to activate the Underworld here. So make it slightly larger. Saga. Playing out the Emery would be nice, but I really want to activate the Saga, so I'm going to do that instead. Oh, I should have played the second Urza Saga here, maybe. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I won't be able to get the full activations that way. How do I feel about the Grief combo decks? I was just talking about the Grief combo decks. I think they're totally fine. We're facing Tubby Batman. Kind of amusing, given the chat conversation earlier. What's my favorite deck box? I have one of those. I have an old metal one that's like super beat to shit, and I've had for like 15 years now. I'm not using Thespian Stage now. I probably need this Shadow Spear, huh? Like, I want Mox Amber. I want Mox Amber real bad. Spear costs 2 mana to equip, right? Yeah. I don't think I even played the Saga. Fuck. Dang. So next turn we could have equipped the Shadow Spear to the Construct and played Asmo. It was going to be a really nice turn for us. Be honest, though. Even though we didn't quite live to untap and use it, hopefully this does a good job of showing why Shadow Spear's in the deck. Doesn't seem like an upheaval matchup, does it? The forest the opponent had out was from a secret lair. Snaring Bridge is almost interesting. They're gonna have some artifact hate post board. I Soul Guide Lantern tunes off Delirium. I don't know if that's enough for me. We could play Psy, so it's good at making blockers. Yeah, I would play Soul Guide Lantern over Tormod's Crypt in a matchup like this if I really wanted to stop Delirium. But I don't quite think it's worth a card slot. I could be wrong. Like, I think Ensnaring Bridge is better. And I think Galvanic Blast is best, just like actually killing new things. Maybe there's room. Because Wrenn and Six gets to, like, clear their things if they have an empty graveyard. Cut an Emery. I don't know what that means, Goody Phil. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying that, like, I have, what's the word? Like, I had too many coming in or something. And I was like, I'm confused. gonna chill on the Urza Saga for one turn here. I'm not actually sure if this hand's any good or not. Not surprised to see Emery die here. They're dashing the Ragavan. Fair enough. Possible I should be playing the Saga here. They can play my Emery if they want to. Then Mishra's Bobble. Get a few bodies in the way. I almost feel like they should have played my Emery. Because they had that treasure token, so that was going to count towards the affinity for artifacts. And then they could be rebuying their Mishra's Bauble. And just like churn through their deck. Not bad, not too shabby. Fuck.
Oh shit, what up?
I'm getting fucking destroyed here. And we like no longer have Metalcraft. My mana development in this game felt really awkward. Hey, Death Knot J-Bo. Thanks for the 31 months. All of the months, all of them's. Yeah, them being able to clear Urza and the bridge on the same turn was really strong. GG's, Tubby Batman. Yeah, your deck looked fucking sweet. Hey, Dega Culture, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 40 months. I do not do song requests. Does Urza Saga make the Asmo decks playable, or is it a bonkers card in the deck? Urza Saga is really good with Asmo, yeah. But I have played Asmo without Saga, and Asmo was still good. Some Vengevine decks play Asmo, but not... play one, but not the other. I need some red mana hum, and then we'll be cooking. Nice. If you play Cookbook here, they get to draw a card. I think I just want to, like, Wrenn and Six ping it next turn if I can. Let them draw a card, but clear their thing. Yes, up, Bricus. So we got a lot of nice synergies going on here. I don't know if we're gonna bother to play the Urza. Do I get Asmo rolling, or do I Wrenn and Six through Noble? Let's do the Wrenn and Six thing. Yeah, Shaman's a sweet fracas. Wrenn and Six on permanent ping duty here. So we can't tap Mox Amber for Urza, but we can tap it for Asmo. So I'm gonna do that. We can actually cast Double Chase Daredevil if we wanted to, because now the Mox Amber taps are black, thanks to Asmo. What would Flicker Wisp like to target? My car instruct? Oh no! Okay. I should really be spinning Urza before I'm fetching. Making another construct here. So next turn, we can activate Urza Saga with the trigger on the stack, and then Wrenn and Six just rebuys Urza Saga, and you just play it again. So someone earlier was talking about the Thespian stage loop, where you just like constantly get to have Urza Saga. I feel like in a deck with Wrenn and Six, like not only are our color requirements too severe for Thespian stage, but Wrenn and Six, if we're playing with Wrenn and Six anyway, like we can already get back to Saga, right? We already have infinite constructs. We don't need to dirtle too hard. Actually, gonna bring in some Nature's Claim action. They could have Stony Silence instead of Oath. So I'm gonna do like 2 Galv Blast, 2 Nature's Claim, 1 Grid. Wrenn and Six seemed amazing. I think once again I'm cutting Upheaval. Lantern has like some things to do because they have Eternal Witness, but that's not enough, I don't think. Hell yeah, Stingray. Cage for Coco. We didn't see Coco. Probably likely that they have it. Exactly, Bri. You float a ton of mana with Urza, and then Upheaval. Cryptic's probably just a better card. Just like better in more situations. If you Cryptic tap their team and fucking hit them with constructs, like you just win, so Upheaval's probably a bit much. It's funny though. there's definitely the meme value with Upheaval, and that's kind of why it's in here. I thought it'd be fun to mess around with. But I'm just gonna like board it out every round and it will never do anything. Alright, let's get Needle out. I gotta cut one more card. I'm gonna cut a Bobble. Chilling on this Mishra's Bobble because I want to be able to play Emery next turn. I've not played the dedicated food deck yet. I've played like Asmo with Goose, but I haven't played the 2-mana enchantment. I have played Asmo with Goose and the Troll. But I imagine if you're saying the food deck, you're probably talking about the enchantment that when you sack a food, you get to pay 1 and get another permanent, right? Yeah, I saw Trail. I saw Trail getting used a little bit. They are indeed playing Coco. That's a hot one. We didn't even mill a cycle land with Emery, because then Wrenn could get Asmo turned on. Maybe I just rebuy Urza Saga here. They're gonna make me pay 2 here, aren't they? Fair enough. Hey, there we go. Now we're cooking with sassafras. If we want Asmo to tutor, we're gonna need to pay for Leonin. I mean, I was planning on killing Thalia on my last turn, but when they vialed in the Leonin, then I paid to go get my land, of course. Thalia does make their Cocoa worse, is the nice thing about the Thalia, at least. Sure. Had this whole like sweet line worked up this turn. Cycling Sandbar is still cheaper than playing the cookbook, but I think we just want to get the cookbook rolling. Hey, CalebDMTG! Thanks for the raid! If any of my followers are a fan of Legacy, you should 100% be watching CalebDMTG. Truly great Legacy player, makes a lot of great content. Very much worth a follow. For all of Anzid's viewers, we're jamming some Modern here, doing some Modern nonsense with Asmo and Urza and Wrenn and Six and stuff. Currently in game 2 against a Cocoa Death and Taxes list.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, period, J period, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 43 months.
Oh shit, what up?
Hell yeah, get that popcorn. Hey, C-Max, thanks for the sub, thanks for the tier 2, the 21 months. Yeah, it had been a bit since I played some Modern. So currently we only have 1 food in play, and they have a lot of power. If they don't have an answer to Asmo, the nice thing is Asmo does brick a lot of their board, right? And just Golem getting in. You know what? I realized just now that I was probably incorrect binning the Daredevil while they had the Sanctifier in play. I don't have a ton of answers to the Sanctifier, though, to actually get it off the board. It might just like stay there all game. Like I can't Gal Blast it. We've got like a single bounce spell, I think, that can get the Sanctifier off the board. How do you feel about trading? I think it's heinous. Let's not do that. Nice. That's a great draw. I think I'm actually supposed to kill the Noble Hierarch instead of the Thalia. I guess I could use the Gal Blast on the Hierarch. Basically, I want to keep them off Coco. We saw that they have a Coco in their hand from an early Mishra's Bauble. So keeping them off of it for now makes sense. If we kill the Thalia, we get to do a lot of sweet shit, though. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now Emery gets to rebuy Mishra's Bauble. That's all pretty real.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Kieran, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 36 months, the 3 years. Sweet shit's better than smart plays. Well, I think this is still good. I think this is still smart. Remember that Asmo is like onboard removal too. Uh-oh. Asmo does not kill the Sanctifier. I think it still has to target it, right? It says target creature deals 6 to itself, so I can't actually target the Sanctifier, unfortunately. I need to get like Urza down and make some card instructs before the Sanctifier stops being obnoxious. Maybe Wrenn and Six was supposed to uptick, just like ignore the Noble Hierarch. I should be activating the Underworld in response to this, in case they hit Oath. Fuck. Well, hopefully they just whiff on Oath, huh? They do have another Sanctifier. Cool. Well, that could have been worse. Okay. Explosives? Yeah, explosives on 2. That was the one thing I was thinking about in terms of engineered explosives. Like, if you pop it on 1 or on 2, it hits a lot of our deck. Or, I'm sorry, if you hit it on 1 or 0, it hits a lot of our deck. If you pop it on 2, it only hits Wrenn and Six. Pretty glad they didn't clear the Wrenn here. I think they thought they were getting more damage in, maybe. Nice. No. No. I've been holding this to cycle for so long. Well, fuck me, huh? Just like gives me the two options, like, oop, bloop, bloop. Fuck me. Get wrecked, Durward. You fucking dummy. It was sad. I'm a sad Caleb. Do you want to spin Urza? I don't think so. Yeah, this is pass.
Shit, what up?
Hey, Hacksaw237, thanks for 56 months. Thank you, Lord Oni. I appreciate that. You can call Misclicks punts if you want. I won't stay up crying about it. How dare you interact with my chat commands? Mechanical punt, yeah. They're just done, they're just off it. It did seem like we'd stabilized Hum. Cool. Well, I'm glad our deck got to work. We didn't really get a chance that first round. Our opponent murdered us so very quickly. Sure, Tarot King, but like, I don't know. Beating Saga to the cookbooks, make more food was also fine. Cookbook. Yeah, I had a Pyrite Spellbomb in the sideboard. I eventually cut it. There's so many different considerations, right, for the sideboard. I eventually cut Pyrite Spellbomb. We have a pretty good Saga toolbox. The thing about Pyrite Spellbomb is the card that you would most like to kill with it is Oath, and Oath you can't kill with the Pyrite Spellbomb. So I don't know. It would be able to kill that 2/2 with pro red and black. That was giving me a little bit of issue there, though. Yeah, there's 2 Wooded Foothills. Alright, we got the whole deck in now. Got the whole deck here for our viewing pleasure. Yeah, the Upheavaler is a little bit meme-tastic. They should probably be Cryptic Commands. Cryptic Command seems really hard to justify with, like, quad Urza Saga in the deck, though. 4 Urza Saga, a mountain, a fucking forest. But if you only need to cast it when you have Urza down, maybe it's fine. Wow, this hand looks rancid. This hand is much worse than every other hand we've seen. Fuck, I have to put a card back. Do you bin Urza? Binning Urza makes me feel sad. Is either binning Urza or binning Emery. And if Wrenn and Six is bad on 2, then Emery could be a fine-tuned 2 play. don't think we cookbook. I think we spell bomb. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Luke, you got a suspicion. You got a hunch that Wren's gonna be good on Tomb. We have not had a good upheaval game yet, no. It seems like the games that upheaval might win, we're probably gonna win just by having like a billion card instructs, though. Which is why I was saying Cryptic might just be better. What's Ragavan getting them? Emery. The last time my opponent hit an Emery with Ragavan, they didn't play it. Seems really good. They've got fucking Mishra's Bauble. Pardon the yawn. You got it, D9. Yeah, people ask what are the win cons an awful lot. And I imagine it's because they've been like watching streamers to like emphasize that point or something. But usually it's pretty obvious. Usually it's pretty clear. If a deck's playing creatures. It's probably the creatures, huh? No. My Wrenn and Six. Yeah, hopefully our deck gets to work. Oh, they didn't take the Wrenn and Six. They took the cookbook. Interesting. Well, I am fucking... The opponent has clearly been, like, burned by a cookbook before. I am ecstatic to get this Ragavan off the board. Even if we just immediately lose the Wrenn and Six anyway. Yeah, Delphi is a nice, neat card. You're not wrong. Just put Luris to hand. Fair enough. Yeah, well, shit indeed, hum. Do we give them an upheaval? We did, but I don't think they're anywhere close to upheaval mana. Wanting to do that. I think they're me attacking with their void thing. Just trying to kill me here. No land here is a bummer. Bummerooski. Well, Bear Force will, I'm sure, what's the word? I'm sure a lot of decks would prefer that their opponent's Rest in Peace be boltable. Like, John would probably rather face this card than actual Rest in Peace. Opponent definitely has an answer to the Saga Hum. Dothy cast for free. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it would be fairly easy for them to float 4 mana Upheaval. Replay Luris or some shit. Yeah, it's actually pretty nutty then. Felt like a good time to pack that in. I think Sai's coming in. I don't think Ashiok is. I think Galvanic Blast is. Once again, I'm going to be boarding out these Upheavals. So far in this league, if the Upheavals had just been Gal Blasts, it would have been much better. We can cut Needle. I like the Soul Guide Lantern. I think the Soul Guide Lantern stays. We could cut Aether Spellbomb. It's cute with Emery, but I don't think we need it. Opponents not really playing big creatures, right? They're playing really mana-efficient creatures. So I like Spellbomb in the meta where people are making Saga tokens. It's because you can just like bounce Saga token, Emery back, Spellbomb, bounce the other Saga token. Just like nuke their board really efficiently. So I like it in the meta, but I don't like it against this opponent. If the opponent's playing like 1 and 2 mana threats, you don't want to spend like 2 mana on a Boomerang or whatever on an unsummon. Upheaval makes a better YouTube title, does it? Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, I thought about Grid. I thought about Bridge. There's only so much space, though. I think Galvanic Blast is better than that stuff. I don't really like leaning on Ensnaring Bridge against an opponent who has Artifact removal, too. Now you have to get your hand empty for the Bridge to be good, and then they might just have the answer. To play Bridge, I think it like just needs to be good. I want to play it against, like, I don't know. Eldrazi or something. Zoo. I did bring it against Zoo. They did just murder it and kill me.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Yeah, I agree. Gal Blast probably does have too many targets to not just be a main deck card. And Urza has main decked Gal Blast before. It's not a crazy thing at all. Could play like 2 or something. The mana's been, you know, tricky. We expected it to be. We're playing a deck with like double blue cards, green, red, and we have 4 colorless lands in the mana base. But it hasn't been like debilitatingly so. Hasn't been completely unplayable. I think this hand's a Maul. Like, if we're keeping this, we're like fetching a dual land and cycling Sandbar on 1 to try and get to Wrenn and Six. Fuck, we have 2 Revives. Let's spin Shadow Spearing. And then bobble ourselves, see if we want that card. I do think I want that card, so I'm gonna let it draw. Fuck. Apparently I should have cracked the Mishra's Bauble on their upkeep or whatever. I wanted to, like, draw the card and then potentially cycle Tranquil Thicket, though. It was really unfortunate that, like, it was a card that I wanted to save the Tranquil Thicket for. Yeah, I guess I just cycle now. Do we want a Saga? I think so.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause.
So we could crack this Lantern to draw a card. I don't think I want to, though. I think I just want to leave it in play to juice up the Saga a little bit. Possible that Stony Silence changes things, but, like, I still want to pump these Saga tokens. Hey, Jacksonology, thanks for the 24 months. Oh shit, what up indeed? I tried not drawing lands? Yeah, right? Good question. Good fucking question. Just draw Sagas? Yeah, right? So I actually have no way of getting the Stony Silence off the board. I didn't board in my Disenchants, because I'm an idiot. So I guess it doesn't really matter what we grab, huh?
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Land was a 3-for-1? Sort of. I'm not sure about all that. It seems a little generous to call Saga a 3-for-1 there when Stony Silence is bricking one of them, right? How Saga felt? Oh, Saga's great. Yeah. As expected.
Oh shit, what up?
Mox would not still generate mana. H.A. Heroin thinks that 8 months. I wonder if Anger the Gods would be crazy. Let's kill this Dothy thing. Channeler seems really good too. They both seem pretty insane. So I think Urza is probably our best draw here, followed by either Saga or Wrenn and Six to get back Saga. You're surprised Brainstone isn't super big in anything? Brainstone's very expensive. Like, Brainstorm is a very good card, but Brainstone costs 3. It's kind of a lot. You got it. You got my Mox Amber. Upheaval's suddenly looking good. Not as good as a Urza would be. Not as good as a fucking Urza would be. Or Nature's Claim. Yeah, I think the only place that Brainstone's gonna see play is in that limited format, right? God, Kataki too. I'm starting my brewing around Saga once everyone's already prepped. Everyone's prepared. Kind of regretting not cracking the Soul Guide Lantern in response to the Sony silence. I had my reasons, but probably have like one more turn here to start drawing Urzas, or just dead Areno. I'm gonna try and slap this fly. I did not get it. Fuck. Jeez, they're 4/4s now. Yeah, I don't think Urza even does it anymore if they have a second channeler. Or even like runner Urzas would be a theme. 1 and 2. Not the ideal start. No black sources. We can cast Daredevil. You don't... If you're ever in a spot where you need to cast Daredevil, you've probably lost the game. Like, it's not like casting Daredevil magically wins me that game, right? But you can cast it if you have an Asmo in play with a Mox Amber. But, like, the mana base is already pretty painful, so just throwing in a random shock land for Daredevil is no bueno. You don't want to do that. If you're playing black mana for Daredevil, then you're not playing Wrenn and Six. You're just playing a different deck. You can play like Thopter Sword instead with the Urza stuff, and then that'll naturally produce black for Daredevil. And then you don't have red, you're just blue black probably. Triome, yeah, I thought about Triome. Sup, turn 1 Emery. Build some decent ones too. Oh, why didn't I play the cookbook? What's wrong with me? Probably not gonna matter. This hand with Galvanic, yeah, it'd be a lot better, huh? Yeah, if we had Galvanic, we could respond to the cookbook there and kill Asmo and not get completely destroyed. Get to untap with Emery. Or that's not true. For us to have Middlecraft, like, the cookbook would have to be in play, and so we wouldn't have mana up anyway. But we'd still at least be able to answer the Asmo, right? Get my own Daredevil rolling. Just gonna have 6 some stuff here. Watch the opponent develop. Is Modern Legacy now? No, not really at all. Still very different formats. Where are my monkeys? Good question. Daredevil is used just to be able to make food every turn. It makes your Asmos a lot better. Because then it can be repeated disruption. It's also pumping your constructs, right? Yeah, so if these upheavals had been Gal Blasts, like we would have killed the Goose and the Asmo, and that would have been nice. But we still would have had a rough time because their draw had a Saga spitting out constructs and our draw didn't. So it would have been better. Like, the game would have been closer, but I think we still would have been losing pretty handily here. Asmo is hilarious, you're not wrong. It's also very, very good. Especially if your opponent's trying to use creatures. Upheaval is in Modern. It doesn't seem especially good, but it is in Modern. I don't know where you would put it. I'm trying it out in an Urza deck, mostly for the memes. Maybe Mono Blue Tron wants Upheaval. It's like not a real deck though. Oh, we got it. We found Asmo. Not quite enough, A little late. Do I want Gal Blasts too? What about 2 Gal Blasts? Can we cut Upheaval? Can we cut Needle? I'm gonna leave Spellbomb in. I'm gonna cut Shadow Spear. I'm gonna leave Lantern in. And now I'm not sure what else is getting cut. Yeah, we've been talking about that the whole series, Box in a Box. That is a sentiment that has already been expressed about 1 billion times. Still need 2 more slots. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cutting Emery. We can probably shave a Mishra's Bauble. Yeah, Mishra's Bauble's like only really good if Emery lives. God, we had a turn 1 Emery there. It just fucking died anyway. You're supposed to shave an Emery. We're shaving Baubles. Same looks kind of rancid. Which maybe be a mulligan, huh? You feel like you're in Time Paradox with this song? Oh wow, yeah, we had 3 of the same fucking remix in a row. There's actually like 5 or 6. Let's play some Infected Mushroom. Sorry about that, folks. Oh man. Maybe we should be playing Saga here, so I can be activating it next turn. I'm excited to grab the cookbook though. Get these Gal Blasts turned on. actually technically better to cast it on their upkeep. Because then the Witch's Zone will be tapped if they sack in response. Absolutely not, Philip. Like, we're fucking 1 and 2 with our deck. And this is our first mirror that we're playing. It's a good thing to be doing, but, like, people are attacking against it. People are figuring out ways to beat it and stuff. It's not like an unbeatable thing. Personally, I've had the most luck with, like, Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor can exile the Saga with the first trigger on the stack, so you'd be able to, like, hit Saga in Witch's Oven here if we were playing a green deck that could play it. And so we'd be, like, LDing them and blowing up the key thing. And it's not just LD. It's, like, LD before the land gets to tap for mana. Just super vicious. And there's a lot of folks playing, like, Stony Silences, and the hate is out. This game gonna come down to who has larger Saga tokens. Am I confusing Force of Vigor and Force of Virtue? And Force of whatever the fuck. You know the one I'm talking about. Oh, Force of Virtue is the white one that we were playing in that Caw deck. I gotcha. I gotcha. I see the level you're on now. Why not play the other cookbook? Because I've got activating to do, friend. I'm literally going to be activating this to make a large construct. And I only have 3 mana, including the Saga. I would play an Urza if I could, but I'm a mana short. You only get 2 activations out of this, so you don't want to, like, throw those activations away to play a cookbook that doesn't matter that much. We can play it next turn. The turn after, maybe. I actually don't know if they should be making Feasting Troll Kings. Because it makes their Saga critters smaller. They have fucking force, don't they? Brutal. Fair enough. I guess they get to win. I can make so much food, but I can't get to 4 mana for this fucking Urza. Urza would be so good here, not just because it comes with a giant construct, but we have so much mana available, right, for the Urza spinning. I wonder if I want even more mana sources than I have. I was thinking we were playing a solid number, especially for a deck that has Wrenn and Six. And Revise, but maybe that's wrong. I think I could probably scoop this up, They're making Sagas, they've got a Troll in play. I've got 2 lands. I don't think Gilded Goose would save me. Am I playing Saga as a land or a spell? In between. I've been treating it like half a land. So we've got Moxen, we've got Rebuys with Baubles, we've got land Rebuys with Wrenn and Six. We're playing Talismans here. I think Talisman's better than Goose in this deck. With Urza. Oh, my opponent's name was actually Urza the Planeswalker. Yeah, you can't beat that, huh? Get my rebuys on. We're going to crack one on their upkeep, and then we're going to crack one after they've drawn their card, so we know what card they're drawing for turn, and what card they're going to draw next turn. Alright, they drew Thoughtseize. The green-red Asmo deck. Are you talking about the Vengevine deck? Oh, they're not Thoughtseizing on one. They're playing out Ragavan instead. I'm very happy about that. Oh, I should have made a food on the end of turn. I should have been Urza. If I make a food at end of turn, then even if they have the Bolt for Asmo, I get to kill the Ragavan. Should I just be Wrenn and Sixing the Ragavan? Oh no, I can still do it anyway. Yeah, what's wrong with me? Now if they kill Asmo, I can respond by making a second food and killing Ragavan. But otherwise, I don't think I want to activate. I'm just a dummy burger beast. Just a big ol' fucking dummy. Bidding Wrenn and Six here in response to the Inquisition, because it was the only hit for Inquisition. It would have given them a chance to bolt the Asmo if they had a bolt in hand, and then they could have hit me and then used the treasure to play Thoughtseize, but fortunately they didn't have bolt. And so my cute little line worked out. Alright, time to Saga it up. Do we attack? Kind of feel like I do. Or I should be doing this on their turn. The issue with this line is that when we sack our food, we are making the Saga, our future Saga creatures smaller. So in that light, attacking might be wrong, but they are at fucking 12, you know? So hitting them for 3 seemed good. How dare I have to think for a second and still get the correct line? Yeah. So I could fucking kill this Dark Confident, but I don't think I want to. Like, I don't even know if I cracked the Bauble. I don't think I'm going to. I'm just gonna, like, smack them for 3, activate Saga, untap, activate Saga. Oh, you know what we could do? We could crack a cookbook and get back Urza, too. We don't currently have another blue source, but it's kind of interesting. If I could have a custom food token printed in a set, what would be my meal of choice? I'd rebuy Feast of the Unicorn. I'd pay homage to that one. Is it not on? Oh, maybe my filters are off. Is it not on Moto? Well, anyway. Yeah, Dennis Detweiler did the various Feast of the Unicorn arts. This isn't my favorite one. And I would try and get Dennis back. He was one of my favorite favorite of the old school artists. Did a lot of like super creepy art. Did like original Squire and stuff. And he's still a working artist. Like he still does art for a horror game and various commissions and stuff. That's your favorite one? That's my favorite one too. It's so gruesome. I'll take mine rare. Get it? Rare? Not a lot of unicorns around. Do we just grab Shadow Spear? I feel like Agent Spellbomb's kind of sweet too. We're 1 minute away from equip here. We're gonna be able to trample over for the win. Was Spellbomb a win? Yes, it was. It shrinks Construct if you sack to bounce. But we still had them covered, because they were only at like 7, right? I wasn't thinking about their life total. I was thinking about how does the opponent win this game? What can I what can I grab to like possibly prevent that? And I was like, well, if they kill my Constructs, then I guess I want Shadow Spear. But obviously, if you kill them, they can't do anything, right? It's Pumperoo scheme. Yeah, maybe I should have cracked Bobble to like make sure I had it too. I think if you actually are thinking about it, if you're thinking about the board state instead of sweet old school Magic art, then the bounce Bobble line is just correct, right? We come here to win or just play sweet equipment? Hopefully both. I'm here to win games and chew bubblegum, and I have a lot of bubblegum left, so this is going to take me a while. Sit in the corner and choose bubblegum quietly. Okay, so once again, cutting upheaval. Q chat making the shouldn't that just not be in the deck comment? Yes! Yes, it should not. Needle's not even crazy. Needling their shadow thing. That's kind of crazy. Should I bring an Aether Grid? I'm gonna bring an Aether Grid. Aether Grid's cute. It just looks like they had a lot of creatures that died to it. And if they Stony silence me, it's like another thing that keeps working. I think I'm gonna shave some number of Emerys here. Like cut one Emery, cut one Bauble. And bring in the last Galblast. Or do I want a Nature's Claim? For Stony Silence action. They're like 100% bringing in Stony Silence. Let's play one Nature's Claim. Can you entice me with a stip to make an upheaval deck? I tried! This deck has fucking upheavals. What do we think, folks? We do get a rebuy with a Lonely Sandbar. I think this is just a mull, though. We're like hoping for too much to go right with this hand. Yeah, people are saying that the Lantern's better now. People are boarding a lot of hate, though. Like, a lot of artifact hate. So even though Lantern got a boost, maybe it's, like, still bad in this meta. Emery, huh? Okay. Getting in the Trials deck? That's kind of people have already trophied with getting in the Trials and packs and extra turns cards and stuff. Yeah, what's the extra turn card called? It's like Glorious something. Glorious End, is that it? The one, the Boros one? No, not this one. Yeah, I can find you a deck list, if I remember the name of that card. Because there's a bunch of Gideon decks, because people played like blue-white, played it in blue-white for a bit. Chance for Glory, that's the one. It's not showing up here. So maybe I found it in a deck list dump. It's a good bolt. Do I still have it saved? I remember it was like fine. Sorry about the pause in the game, folks. I'll be right back. I need to clear out my fucking My deck list is so bad. Yeah, it looks like it got deleted. Fuck, they have Cruxa. I don't know if I can cycle this thing. What'd they get out of my deck? Urza. This is a brutal spot. Fuck, huh? Like, I think I need to draw a card with this, but then I also lose if I do draw a card with it, because then we're losing to Cruxa.
Oh shit, what up?
I don't know. I guess we have other answers. Hey, Project X, thanks for the 27 months. Hoping for 27 more? Hell yeah. I like where your head's at. I'm hoping I'll be doing this for a very long time. This whole Magic the Gathering content thing. This whole streamerino. If I run out this cookbook, if I run out the second cookbook, then I won't be able to play another Asmo if I top deck another Asmo. So I think I just chill. I think I just hold it. Hey, Best Leona EU, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 22 months. This is the best deck you've ever seen lose 10 games in a row? Yeah. We won like a match, right? A single match in there. Time to lose to our own time. I guess we're gonna rebuy Asmo with the Underworld Cookbook here. Is poker where former Magic players go? Some folks. I wouldn't go there. I enjoy creating content. I did it before I was like a known Magic player. And if Magic tanked for whatever reason, I would still do it, just in like a slightly different capacity. Missing an Urza Saga activation. I think I hold this one to discard it to the cookbook as opposed to running it out. Maybe that's wrong. Alright, I'll run it out. Competitive Candyland? Yeah, what am I thinking? Not streaming competitive Candyland. Yeah, a few people have told me that, Vale. I think if I went to variety streaming, I would survive, but I'd probably have to like sell my house and live in a one-bedroom apartment somewhere for a while. But like another 5 or 6 years of streaming Magic content, then I would probably have enough buffer.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey Triflin, thanks for gifting a sub to 4 Delta Victor. Congrats, 4 Delta. Exactly, Corellius. It's not like Magic's going anywhere. It's not like Twitch is going anywhere, right? In terms of job security, I think I'm like in a really good spot. Overregulation? What do you mean by that? You mean Twitch overregulating? Yeah, Corx is just gonna kill me here. Or are you talking about like other companies regulating Twitch? The government getting hyper involved with Twitch? Yeah, I guess. I don't really see that as a concern either. Hey to Wumbo, thanks for 54 months. Yeah, cheers indeed. Cheers indeed. Well, that was game 2. Well, we didn't see Stony Silence out of them, so I'm gonna cut this one of Nature's Claim. Started with the music stuff. Overregulation? No. The issue with music stuff is that like DMCA laws are super out of date. Like the DMCA laws that we're using right now were made back in the 90s when the internet was still in its infancy. There were some articles going around where there was some law going into the books where everyone was like, this is gonna kill Twitch, blah blah blah. But it actually had like fuck nothing to do with Twitch. It was like patching up some hole in some other law and some like completely not related thing at all. And someone that just wanted to write a clickbait article did it, and everyone freaked out for like a hot week or two. But nothing was impacted or threatened at all. You hate the future? Yeah, right? Oh, this is 59 cards. No wonder I can't submit. Do I just want another Gal Blast? Do I want another Graveyard Hoser? I don't think so. I think one is good. It was just awkward that I had to crack it that turn. What if I brought in like one bridge? How bad is one bridge? I'm just gonna play all the Gal Blasts. We have a lot of answers to that stupid monkey now. So if I die to it another time, I get to tilt off. Let's go ahead and get Steam Vents here, and then Misty Rainforest can get a basic forest, maybe. A lot of Twitch lawyers in here. Yeah. Just infinite, huh, Jade Cavi? Just infinite Twitch lawyers. I'm actually gonna chill on the bobble for now. Because I know that I want to run out Wrenn and Six. And if they play another discard spell, I want to give them fewer options to hit. Cracking Bobble here on their upkeep would have been fine, though. As a beard lawyer, I need a trim. Legally. This is my legal advice. You need a trim, you messy fuck. Oh, thanks for the legal advice. Bob on top. Nice. I probably should have activated the cookbook on their end of turn, especially with Wrenn and Six down, and then Asmo could clear the... Oh, we still can. Why do I keep on thinking that? Because we just go get another fucking cookbook, Nice. So this is kind of what I was imagining when I built this deck. Like, we had a lot of games where the deck was, like, not functioning. But this is kind of what I was picturing. With, like, Wrenn and Six working well with the other engine. Man, chat's everywhere. Chat's fucking everywhere right now. No, my Asmo. That's fine. Yeah, right, Typhoid? From Fear and Loathing? I was kind of thinking of that too. Favorite color? Oh, I can't choose a favorite. They're all too good. Oh, this is funny. I didn't like activating the cookbook on their end of turn, because it would have let them respond with a lightning bolt to kill the construct, but now that I have a backup card in hand... It's like we got a backup Asmo. It's not quite as good. Tapping 2 artifacts to ping something for 1 is a little bit worse. I have to admit, it's a little bit worse than nuking something for 6. A little bit less powerful, but I don't have to sack them. Those food are gonna stick around and keep pinging over and over and over again. Tiny bit less damage, yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't die to bolt, the Aether Grid. The Aether Grid's got its pros, You have favorite color combos, but not favorite colors. That's legit. I feel that. I really like really high contrast stuff. So I like a lot of, like, bright colors with, like, blacks and stuff, but, like, I don't, none of them are, like, my actual favorite color, right? It's like a favorite aesthetic. Man, man, how am I single? I've got an asinine rant for like every single, like, getting to know you question. My favorite color? Well, kind of you to ask. I hope you've got a solid 20 minutes for this. These cookbooks can just like rebuy Urza. Get that rolling again. Movies versus films. Oh man. Yes, these are movies. This section, these are all movies. And these are films, which are the same thing as movies, but we were a little bit more pretentious when we made them. And that's the difference. Cool, I guess. Oh yeah, Cookbook would be a lot worse if it was legendary. Someone telling you the difference between sci-fi and science fiction? Amazing. You can kind of do it with, like, speculative fiction and sci-fi, because speculative fiction can also include, like, fantasy elements and stuff, but but actual factual sci-fi is a hard sell in science fiction. It's really quite different, I promise. Very, very different. You had a film professor who'd grade you down if you used if you used the word movie in a paper. What a fucking... Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything mean about this person that I've never met. Oh man. Seriously though, what a douche canoe. Just call them talkies. in your fucking finals. That's good. Are they even recorded on film anymore? Sometimes they are, Fake Jake. Like The Hateful Eight was recorded on film. Usually it's recorded on film if you want to release it for like a specific... what's the word? A specific, like, resolution of theater. There's still some benefits. Aesthetic was the word I was looking for. Aether Grid sure does make Ragavan look like a bitch. So I'm glad I have that one. Aspect ratio. Yeah, that's probably it. Is aspect ratio meaningfully different than saying resolution? Probably, when it comes to the cinema. All of chat in unison. Yes! Yes, you idiot! Love it. Resolution is pixel density. Okay. To be honest, Caleb, your TED Talk isn't going great. It's not my best. I'll admit it. It's not my greatest TED Talk. Oh, another bonus to playing Galvanic Blast is that when we ult Wrenn and Six, we'll actually have something to flash back. Oh, I can run out this cookbook if I want. I think I do want. Should we spin Urza? We already played our lane for the turn. I think I'd rather just ping them. Let's just retrace Upheaval. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. See, that's why Upheaval's in the deck. Very specifically, so we have something to retrace with Wrenn and Six ult. I wonder what the opponent's thinking about. They did shock themselves. Maybe they have another Kolaghan's Command. Maybe they're regretting not blowing up this cookbook when I sacked down to one cookbook. Gap resolves. Why are they still playing? I don't know. We don't know what the West card is. They're allowed. I'm fucking 1-3 and I haven't dropped out of the league yet, so I can't judge. No, I'm tapping like an idiot, so I won't have pings up with my Aether Grid. We did it! 3 2-3s in a row. Man, this feels like the opposite of my my fucking run the other day. It was literally yesterday, right? When we were doing Modern Horizons draft. We went like 11-1 on the day. Like, just couldn't lose. Well, we could lose, but just the one match. We were just like crushing everything. And now today I've played 3 like dramatically different decks and gone 2-3 with all of them. That's Modern though. You don't really know what you're gonna face. And this deck was fairly experimental. When we actually had Wrenn and Six going, it was kind of cute with like Cookbook. We never cycled. We never actually cycled the land to play Asmo though. That was like the one synergy in the deck that like never came to fruition. We had a lot of games where we just like stalled on 2 lands with like Cookbook and Daredevil going and like nothing else. It's possible that with Wrenn and Six 3-buy lands we don't even need Daredevil, and maybe the deck just wants to become like even slower, have like more lands, more cycling lands, more planeswalkers, more disruption. It's an idea. Upheavals like obviously don't belong. So the easiest swap is just like -2 Upheaval and then plus a couple of Galv Blasts. Cryptic would be really good for like closing out a game with like your with all your tokens, but I don't think the mana base supports Cryptic very well. If you're playing a game where the opponent is disrupting you heavily, and you don't actually get to untap with Urza, then like having a mana base with a bunch of like Urza Sagas and like Tranquil Thickets and Mountains and shit, it's not very conductive to Cryptic. You basically need to have a mono blue mana base, and we could get closer, but it's hard with Saga. Am I sure I don't want to be a variety streamer? Yeah, right? Everyone has losing days sometimes. And it certainly helps that I had, like, several winning days in a row. It definitely makes it easier to take my licks. For sure.